these Twitch streamers can't get a break nowadays, can they? You know, first of all, in case Mizkiff watches this, which I bet he will because, you know, he's an obsessive loser. Let's start by saying this because I know he'll love hearing it. Yo, Miz. Emiru's a better streamer than you. She's more successful than you. She's a better person than you. And that's gonna remain true until you die. Let's get into the video. Bro, Emiru went from getting assaulted at TwitchCon to now exposing Mizkiff for a long-standing, long-running series of assault, harassment, both mental and physical abuse. There is so much to talk about here, and I don't even know where to start. To give you guys quick context, if you're not tapped into live streamers or you're not chronically online like I am, basically, Emiru went live on stream one day exposing Mizkiff to a bunch of crazy shit, like a ton of crazy shit. She had the receipts. She pulled up over 15 messages of him being absolutely unhinged, and even having Mizkiff threatening to delete himself over Emiru having more viewers than him during a fucking Rust Twitch drops event. This fucking psycho. And you guys know Emiru gave the viewers all the receipts, all the crazy allegations, super direct, even as far as saying Mizkiff gave her a bruised or blackened eye from when he threw his phone at her out of anger.
He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but...
Yes, this is somehow real life, ladies and gentlemen. She gave the receipts, gave direct points, and specific examples of Mizkiff's violence and psychopathic tendencies. Like, for example, driving 150 miles per hour while Emmy was in the car, threatening to take both of their lives.
Like, if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour, and like, one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die, like threatening to kill both of us.
Surely God will think I'm worthy of entering the pearly gates after that. And you know, obviously with all of these receipts that Emiru gave, you know, it all sounds very credible. And there's other streamers like Asmongold, Tectone, Trainwrecks, and more who have always been hinting at stuff and knowing about stuff that is involving Mizkiff and, you know, crazy allegations, but they just never came out, but they said it was all gonna be coming out soon.
This is not the end. And from things that I've heard,
well, they were right. And Emiru said she waited so long because she likes to keep drama offline, all right? That's how it should be. You shouldn't be dealing with your drama, airing it out on live stream just to make it 20 times worse. But there's only so much you can do in private when somebody's constantly harassing you. Like, you have to come out at some point and expose them. And Emmy went so deep into knowing what Mizkiff was going to do that she even said that when Emiru came forward with these allegations, she said Mizkiff already had a plan in place to just talk about how she killed her rabbits. This is important for later.
Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him.
The same day that Emiru came out with these allegations, the same exact day later when she went offline, Mizkiff actually went live and gave quite possibly the worst response to these allegations that I've ever heard. I'm gonna show you clips and just break it down because this is such a shitty response. First things first, alright? I'm gonna save you time so you don't have to watch this bullshit. He spends the first like 7 to 9 minutes in what I call the setup. In the setup, all he does is just yap about how he met Emiru and how they were doing so well and how they started going through some relationship problems, how much he cares about her, and, you know, he had a stalker held at gunpoint for 30 minutes, which, by the way, Emiru says is a stolen valor, and he was being a pussy behind some glass, while a different female streamer was actually the one taking charge. But anyway, he even breaks down at some point, reminiscing about their relationship struggles with how they trauma bonded together. And when I say he breaks down, you know, to me, it looks like he's trying to make himself cry and watching the chat to make sure they could see it too.
It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Does he think we're retarded? You know, like, this is what he does. He's like, Like, come on, bro. He thinks he's slick trying to look to the side monitor where probably his OBS or chat is, making sure that, you know, it's caught on camera or people are buying his reaction. And right after he goes on that little yap session about how much he cared about her and their relationship problems, yeah, he immediately talks about Emiru's rabbits.
No avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die.
Wow, that's interesting how he did that after Emiru said he would do that. And what makes it even funnier is that later in his response, he says that, talking about the rabbits was never my plan.
When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan.
My man, that was the first real point you made in your video. Are you serious? That's like me going to you guys being like, fuck you, I hate you. Guys, it was never a part of my plan to say fuck you and that I hate you. You know, I did it anyway, but it wasn't a part of my plan. It wasn't a part of my plan. This guy is retarded. And you know what? Let's do the impossible. Let's do the absolute impossible, and let's agree with him and believe that she did some crazy shit to the rabbits. My boy, she's alleging that you abused her. What the fuck do we care about her rabbits? Oh, what the heck? This girl is accusing me of bruising her, assaulting her, and, abusing her mentally and physically? Guys, she doesn't take care of her pets. Did you guys know that? She doesn't take care of her rabbits. Sounds like a distraction tactic to, get everybody away from what she's alleging that you did. We all see through your stupid ass tactics, bro. The viewers aren't dumb. And in case you guys don't remember, Emiru said she initiated no contact with this loser Mizkiff for obvious reasons, and it's been going on for around 10 months as of October. And even though she hasn't messaged him a single time or spoke with him in real life, Mizkiff sent 40 messages to her over that time period, harassing her and not leaving her alone. I just wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was super ironic, because the next part of his response, he talks about that finally, after 10 months, he, Mizkiff, the almighty Lord, has decided that they are better off not being together.
Times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other.
I'm so happy and glad that you finally decided, after 10 months of harassment and literally as of a week ago saying you would go nuclear if Emiru ever said anything about you, you finally decided that you guys are better off together. I'm sure, it has nothing to do with you trying to appear to have the moral high ground of the situation now that she came out with the allegations, right? Nah, guys, I just decided I don't think we should be together. I don't know what it is, I just decided that now after harassing this person for 10 months. Just now. Yeah. I'm smart. I'm a smart guy. And when Emiru talked about the shit Mizkiff would do, like punching holes into the wall like a white kid who just got mad at his parents and banging on her door when she was doing better than him on stream, there is evidence of this. There is clips that have resurfaced where you can see this exact thing happening, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, and I'm sorry because it actually is kind of fucked up when you see someone banging on the door and you have the understanding of what's happening and you see her jump as a reaction and she tries to keep her cool the whole time.
Why are we all acting like we haven't murdered, like we haven't pillaged, like we haven't had to do what we had to do to make it here where she had a one-hit advantage. She was coming after me. I had to attack back.
What the fuck is this?
Well, I have some cloth in my house.
Let me
I don't know how many times I have to say this, but this is legitimate psycho behavior. This is like man, baby, you know, high school, not even high school, bro. This is like 7th grade white boy tactics of when you're angry and have anger management problems. Like, bro, Mizkif is the type of dude that, you know, when he was younger, I bet he's, I don't know, he gets mad and he's like, man, I'm so stupid. Banging his head against the wall and shit. But yo, Mizkif fans, the Miz kids, I got good news for you, okay? He addresses the physical violence and intimidation. You know, he apologized for it, right? Let's watch if he actually did that.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me.
Did he actually just say that? He said that, right? What the fuck did he just say?
Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Guys, listen. I know I'm not a perfect person, and I reflect on my arguments and these situations poorly when I think about myself, but she was just as violent as I was, okay? She was throwing plushies and clothes at me. Yeah, sure, I was punching fucking holes into the wall, but, you know, she was throwing plushies. We all know that plushies are a dangerous weapon, all right? And, you know, they cause you to throw your phone at somebody, making them bruise and get fucking blackened. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too. Mizkif defended that phone thing, saying that he just would toss it onto the bed when he was gonna go to sleep, and one time it just so happened to hit Emiru one of these times where he tossed it. Let me show you what he did. Does it look like this is how somebody would accidentally, you know, toss their phone and then bruise somebody?
She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily.
Let me show you guys what he probably actually did. All right, I got my pillow stood up. Pretend that this pillow is Emiru and I am Mizkif. And I'm going to gently toss my phone and cause Emiru here to be bruised. I'm gonna, you know, I'm getting real sleepy, and I'd like to toss my phone lightly at the bed before I go to sleep to get it there, you know, prepped and ready. Here we go. Oh, man. I fucking... Yeah, guys. Well, guys, I just lightly tossed it in the vicinity and she just happened to get bruised. I don't know how that shit happened. That's crazy. What? Emiru, why are you complaining, bro? I literally just did this to you and you got bruised. What's the problem? Women, so over dramatic. Am I right? Exaggerating the situation. Oh my God, I'm out of breath after that. And the last point that I want to talk about, which is absolutely brain dead, is when Emiru said he got up to 150 miles per hour and threatened to kill both of them. That is disgusting. If anybody watching this has ever been in a fucking speeding vehicle when you weren't the driver, you feel totally helpless and like desperate. I feel that way when I'm with a friend and my friend is driving and he has perfectly good intentions with me. Imagine if that driver is now threatening to kill both of you. That shit would make me never want to step into a vehicle again. But anyway, Mizkiff, his amazing 2000 IQ brain, addresses that point by saying the following.
Did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time.
So he's not denying it? Like, I don't know. You guys, come on. You know I live in Austin, Texas. You know me. I drive a cool car. I drive 150 miles per hour just daily. That's just my normal driving speed. If anybody knows me, they know, Austin, Texas, cool car. I'm hitting 150 daily. That's my average shit. Threatening to kill somebody. The rabbits. The rabbits are getting abused and neglected. She killed them. But I think that shitty response is a good summary of the whole video. Instead of addressing things directly, he just talks about random shit about himself, their relationship, and then attacking her. Asmongold has said that, there's more women that he has potentially, allegedly, done some things to, and he's hoping that they will come forward with their experiences to expose this fucking loser more. And we've already seen some other people posting about Mizkif being a weirdo.
This is not the end.
And I just think that's interesting because with all of the things Mizkif is saying, you would think that other creators would be saying shit about Emiru, but it's all one-sided. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I don't think that's a good look for you, Mizzy. And from what I hear, I think there's a 99.999999999% chance that Maya is one of his victims too. I think for sure if Maya can come out and say some of the things that Mizkif has done to her, it's raps. It's completely raps for his career. Mizkif saying that I hope Emiru can move on. Nigga, you're the one texting her 40 times. I feel bad for companies that have been collabing with Mizkif not knowing his history of drama and these allegations. Like right now, he's doing a collab with West Coast Customs, the people that did the Pimp My Ride cars, and I bet you they have no idea that any of this had happened or the allegations that have surrounded him in the past few years. But, if I were them, I would probably stop that fucking collaboration until they figure out, and we all figure out what the fuck's going on. If you want my direct take, if you can't, assume from this video already, I think it's very obvious that Mizkif is fucked in the head and Emiru is in the right. Obviously, you could say that in a relationship it takes two to tango, but when your tango partner is fucking abusing you, yeah, I'd say it's not exactly comparable. Emiru gave all the receipts, direct harsh allegations, and Mizkif has rabbits. Enjoy your fucked career, Miz.
On the internet, they just don't understand me. I'm that nigga that's gon' urinate